This afternoon on Thursday, great pleasure to be with you. We are on the 22nd of February, moving into the 23rd, which is Friday. And after Thursday does come Friday, and they're the bets that I'm going to be talking about on my channel today. Welcome. This is the Peter's Racing Tips free-to-air YouTube channel, online daily at 6 o'clock each night. Absolute worst way, and often it's on a lot earlier than 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, like it is now. Time of broadcasting just around about 4 p.m. Remember, these are bets for the following day, so 24 hours ahead of schedule. You get your bets ready so you can put them on the night before, get the best early odds, and you're all done and dusted, ready to go. I've got 4 bets again for you today. They're all actually on all weather. One at Dundalk over in Ireland, which should be around about 7-1. Very interesting one, that one. And 3 other horses, all on the all weather in England. 2 at Wolverhampton at Dunstall Park, and 1 at Lingfield Park in the afternoon, late afternoon, on a horse which has got a great chance as well. So 4 horses, all running on the all-weather and all with fine chances. Well, a horse that had a fine chance yesterday, which I tipped you, was a horse called Fiddler's Reach, which won at 15-2, backed into 11-2, and I was really pleased with that one. A big well done to everyone who got themselves a few bob with that one. Job done. A nice winning bet there, and that made a big winning day actually on the whole, because I also had a big each way bet in Ireland on a horseback from early 10-1 into 3-1, which didn't quite win, but it was an each way selection, and those Irish horses really do the business. There are 2 horses still to run. Horses, not horses, horses. That's the Queen's English. Horses, or the King's English. Horses. There are 2 horses still to run. The one in Ireland this afternoon, which runs at Thurles, 1 tonight at Newcastle. There was 3 ready to go. These are today, but one of them's been withdrawn. A horse called Abolished doesn't go in the 7 o'clock, which leaves 2 horses to run. If you want those, you'll have to go on the video previous to get them. I think there's about 1,600 people tuned in, nearly 1,600 people tuning in, and over 200 people put me a thumbs up from my broadcast yesterday. I really appreciate that. Don't forget, if you want to say thank you to me, I don't want your money, just give us a thumbs up and that'll do me, that's for sure. So thumbs up if you are registered to do that on Google. You can only give a thumbs up if you are a registered user of the Google machine, and if you do it, that's great. I really appreciate it. It's my way of hearing that you're enjoying my transmissions. So 2 horses still to run, 1 at Thurles this afternoon and 1 tonight at Newcastle. The best of luck with them. There had already been 1 bet, and that ran at Chelmsford. Came second, 8-1 to 5-1 each way. A horse called Universal Grace, trained by the great Stuart Williams, which I told you all about yesterday. You need to remember, if you're new to my channel, a lot of new subscribers coming in all the time. I think there's something like 10 new subscribers yesterday. That what I'm picking on here are not even money 6-4s, 5-2s, 9-4s, 11-8 or whatever. I'm not picking those. I'm picking big price horses here. They're all average price 7-1, 8-1. So, not everyone will win, but a fair degree of them win and place. And over the last 3 years, I've had an average strike rate of around about 40% on my horses win or place at average price of 7-1, which, in all honesty, is absolutely phenomenal. I'm not picking favourites, as I say. I'm picking handicaps. 99.9 of my bets are in handicaps, and they are each way big prices. So it gives you a chance to have some doubles, trebles, and your lucky 15s, Yankees or round robins or trixies, whatever way you want to play it. And Universal Grace was a typical example of that, 8-1 to 5-1. Just didn't win, didn't get the coconut, but second each way. And Fiddler's Reach last night was another one like that, 15-2, backed into 11-2, another payout. So you get a lot of payouts, and then you get the coconut when you win. Get the coconut and hit the shy and off it pops. So you get that to top it up as well. So you keep getting the each ways to get your money back and no harm done, as they say. But then you get a stream of winners. You get a streaky run of winners, and it soon gets your betting bank up flying, that's for sure. So, what it's all about is big price winners with me, and it's all about a fairly high strike rate, 40%, to say the least. Right, I've got 4 horses then. Where should we start with them? It's quite interesting, that's for sure. No more ado. I'm going to just move my screen over so I can see the screen, but can also see the races that I'm looking at. I'm going to take you to Lingfield for the first bet, and I'm going to go to Dundalk, and then I'm going to Wolverhampton at Dunstall for the last 2 races of the day. There's a horse running at Wolverhampton on Friday, which is actually owned by a bookmaker over there in the Channel Islands. where I used to reside in Guernsey for a long time. And I'll tell you all about that one in a minute. I think it could pop up and wink at the judge. I know the horse is well handicapped and very, very well fancied. So I'll tell you all about that one soon enough. But go to Lingfield for the 450. And don't miss this. It's number 1. It's called Swiss Pride. Got no prices at the moment. Should be 5, 11 to 2, 6 to 1, something like that. It's number 1. It's called Swiss Pride. It's trained by Roger Teal, who's having a good time of things this season, Roger, and a very, very good trainer, and is doing A-OK. He's had, I'm just looking now, he's only had 1 winner this year, but he's had 26 since the start of the flat season, so 27 all in all. And going A-OK, as I say, Roger Teal, a little bit underestimated. Trained by Teal it is, and ridden by Levy. And number 1, Swiss Pride, is the horse I like very much indeed. It's off a mark of 62. I don't know if you understand what I'm talking about that, but it's handicap marks, and the handicapper tries to balance all these horses out by making them all finish sort of equidistant. And so he has to move them up and down with handicap marks, so in other words, weight. But this horse is coming down in the weights, and it's also coming down to a realistic grade to run in. It's never ran this low before. This is a 0 to 62 handicap. Race for handicap horses, 0 to 62. It's the lowest it's ever ran in. The last time it ran anything like in a race like this, it actually won. That was at Lingfield on the 22nd of June, where it won, and it was an amateur riders race that day, and it won at Lingfield, as I say, 11 horse race off a mark of 64. Now it's off a mark of 62 now, and it's in a lower race. That was a 0 to 65. Sorry if it's confusing you, but essentially what's happening, it's running in a lower grade off a lower weight, and Roger Teal's got his team in a pretty good nick at the moment. He had a winner not too long ago with a horse called Kamaxos just 4 runs ago, so he's doing okay. Sean Levy, great jockey Sean. Plenty of winners in the bank for Sean, of course, and Swiss Pride can be another one. I've no doubt about that. It's got an outstanding chance. 54 winners last year, Sean Levy. He's rode 304 winners altogether in his career in the last few years. This could be another one. Off a low weight, number 1, Swiss Pride. I'm going to go each way. I'm not sure what price it is. I think it'll be 5 to 1. It looks on paper a competitive heat. But I think this one's the dot on the card. It's well in, and a bit like Fiddler's Reach yesterday, a bit unfashionable with the trainer yesterday, the O'Shea, the old Rick O'Shea. Rick O'Shea. That was from an episode of Stingray or Thunderbirds. I think it was Thunderbirds in the year dot. And he was a DJ trapped and he phoned Thunderbirds and they got him out of it. Rick O'Shea. Great name. But that was John O'Shea yesterday. Great trainer. And he gave us a winner. 15 to 2 to your money. Job done. Well done to Mr. O'Shea. Number 1, Swiss Pride then. Put it down and pick it up and go and draw. That's the word there. 450 Lingfield. Go each way. It'll be an each way price. I'm pretty sure of that. Well, another each way price horse is a horse ridden by a very, very good jockey indeed. A man by the name of Colin Keane, who's done me a zillion favours over at Dundalk in the past. And I've had lots and lots of winners with him on board. Now, he's riding a horse tomorrow with not too much form to recommend it, but it is a horse that I'm pretty sweet on. It's number 7. I'm just going to make sure I get the time right. The 5:15 at Dundalk. No form at all. It's got 8 zeros next to its name. No. Just naught after naught after naught after naught. But getting those noughts has given Kieran Murphy the opportunity to drop this horse down in the weights from a mark of 61 on the turf when it ran at Gowran back in June. To a mark of 49. 49. It's dropped nearly a stone in the weights, and well, it's ready to strike. No question about that. It's the first time Colin Keane's been booked, and I think it'll be the winning book as well. He's a great jockey, Colin Keane. He is the business. He rode this horse before some time ago, which was a couple of years ago at Dundalk, and he finished second. He didn't finish second. He finished second at Roscommon, but he finished 6th at Dundalk, so he knows the horse well. It's a significant booking. He's not been on the horse for something like 10 goes, where it's finished no, and all the noughts, right? So now it's a handicap, and it's a handicap plot, and it's ready to strike, and he's back on. He's been booked to ride. Take heed, he has been booked to ride. When he rode the horse, the twice he's rode it, he was riding off a mark of 64. It's now off 49. It's over a stone lower in the weights. Colin Keane's been booked to ride again, and he's took advantage. His agent has booked him to ride it, and he's been asked to ride it. take action and take heed of that. £15 lower than when Keane last rode it. The champion jockey, no doubt about that. The best jockey in Ireland, one of the best jockeys in Europe or even the world, Colin Keane. And he rides number 7. It's called So Unique, and it goes in the 5:15 at Dundalk. Don't miss it, whatever you do. 8 noughts, but pretty much irrelevant. We're all out to beat the handicapper for betting in handicap races, and so is the trainer there, and so is Colin Keane on board. Right, 2 more handicap races to go. We're going to go all the way to Wolverhampton, long way from Ireland, that's for sure, but it's another successful raid we could have on the bookies, that's for sure as well. 4:55, is that awesome telling you about? And then I'll finish off with another interesting one ridden by one of the best job jockeys in the business, coming up in a moment on this channel, of course. By the way, don't forget to give me that thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Great to have you on board. And thanks for all the beautiful emails coming in and all the welcome back letters and emails and everything else. Great to be back, and great to be back in winners straight in the net. You know, it's come straight in yesterday. First message for 4 months. Bang, straight in. And that's what it's all about, you know, just coming straight up, standing up to the pulpit, chopping your neck off. No, bang, straight in the net. Bang, job done. Penalty kick, 15-2 winner. Right, come on. 4:55 at Wolverhampton. Now, this is an interesting horse. It's number 2. It's called Lihu. That's trained by David Evans, who makes a lot of trips over to Guernsey races, actually. They have the old racetrack there on the golf course over there. Although I don't think they had it last year or the year before. Through a couple of reasons, not that well supported. Anyway, Liu is owned by the bookmaker on the island there, and it's ridden by Jordan Williams, who claims a very valuable £5. I think that's ultra significant considering that Liu runs in a 0-78 handicap, and that is a really, really low grade for this horse, who won at Goodwood in a 0-90 not too long ago. That was back in August on the flat, of course, on the turf, on heavy ground. But at Southall last week, or last month, I should say, he ran in a 0-85, and at Wolverhampton a 0-88. Now, David Evans is a past master at getting these horses handicapped to win, and this is one of them. It's off a mark of 8.0, blind 80. It's running in a 0-78 race, which is really low for this horse. It's a classy individual. It won off, I say, 82 at Goodwood in a 0-90 with James Doyle of the Doyler on. It's also won at Epsom off a mark of 82 in a 0-90 as well. And it's won at Wolverhampton, listen to this, in a 0-80 on the 9th of January last year off a mark of 72 as well. So you're talking this horse knows how to win, and David Evans knows how to win with it, and I think it will win. It's number 2. It's called Lihu. I'm hoping for 5-6 to 1 to a money. No odds out yet at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. The bookmakers pretty much tracing paper jobs across the bar. They all copy each other, and nobody's up yet. So we're going to have to trust to whatever there for that one, number 2, Lihu. The one to be on. David Evans and a young apprentice, Jordan Williams, on top. And there's no doubt about it at me that Jordan Williams can win on this horse. He's rode 3 winners already from just 22 goes this year. He doesn't get too many goes, Jordan, but when he does, he generally pops them in, striking around about 15%, and he's got a great chance of a winner here. Lihu got a good draw and all, drawn 2, trap 2 in this 5 furlong sprint. You don't want to be drawn high at Wolverhampton in these 5 furlongs. It's a real big disadvantage. And Lihu is drawn 2. It's got a £5 claimer on. It's already running off a real low mark of 80, and it's down to a really low grade. It's got ticks all the boxes, this one, and win, lose, or draw. It's a great. It looks the part, that's for sure, and I'm on it. Number 2, Lihu in the 4:55 at Wolverhampton. Right, one more to come. I'm going to give you that. I'm just going to have a quick sip of this water, if you can excuse me. Just a bit more vodka going in. I don't know if you could hear that gulp, but it was beautiful. Can't beat, can you? Gin and tonic or vodka. Vodka would have to be vodka and tonic. It's actually water, but sorry to say. But we are nearly on Friday, aren't we? We are nearly on Friday, and it'll be time for a little bit of a liquid refreshment to celebrate what a busy time we're having and all the winners we're having. And that's lovely. We can all have a little drinky poo together. Right, so where are we going now? Yes, Wolverhampton. I sound a bit like Frankie Howard there. Oh, yes, no, I should say so. No, don't mock. Right, 7 o'clock at Wolverhampton. Now, there's some, well, I'm just going to tell you, there's a horse here, and I think it's got an amazing chance. Again, it's not got much form. 80466. It's like the telephone number to the ice cream man outside the weighing room at Wolverhampton, or the hot dog man. The hot dog man, no onions. I like onions on mine, but I'm going to say to this one, no onions, no frills, no cheese. Cheese dog. I'm going to horse here. I think I'll win. It's number 1. It's called Morley. Now, it's trained by David Simcock. It's got 5 zeros to its name. Previously, it had been off the track for 2 years. So it's a really hard horse to find how this can win. But, and there is always the but when one pops up and has been gambled on, this horse is potentially thrown in off a mark of 65. It really is. It's won previously off a mark of 75. That was at Chelmsford in a 0 to 80 race, and now is in a 0 to 65 off a mark of 65. David Simcock has really worked the oracle with this horse. He's got it in a wonderful opportunity to bring home the bacon, as they say, the old smoky bacon. Simcock's having a good year, nearly 20%, 19% strike rate, 11 winners from 57. That's pretty much as good as it gets. He's got young Harry Davis on board. I think Jamie Spencer was due to ride this. I'm not sure if he's going to ride it or the Harry Davis is going to ride. But I don't care who rides it. I think this horse will win. It's number 1, Morley. Morley. I'm going to go each way because it's sure to be a big price. You've got 5 zeros next to its name, but it is handicapped to bolt up. And again, it will take a lot of beating. I pay no attention to the form of it, none at all. The gallop last time when it ran at Wolverhampton was not to its advantage. It finished really fast. Hayley Turner was on it. They've jocked Hayley off and put young Harry Davis on. And I think this one's really, something to get his teeth stuck into. I really do. This horse is a hard horse to read right because he has to come late with a late rattle, but I think that Simcock's got the measure of this one tomorrow, and I'll be disappointed if we don't come through late and take the spoils. Number 1, anyway, it's called Morley. It's in the 7 o'clock. That's at the meeting at Wolverhampton, where previously we're already on the Jersey or the Guernsey. Don't say Jersey. How can you say Jersey? Guernsey-owned horse. The Guernsey-owned horse with Lihu in the 4:55 at Wolverhampton. Also, of course, so unique for Colin Keane, the wonderful jockey. Wonderful. Remember the jockey? Wonderful. 180. I can't remember the commentator's name. Wonderful. Can't remember his name. It's not Sid Waddell, the late Sid Waddell. It's not him. I can't remember who it is. I will do by tomorrow. And he was a great commentator. Anyway, forgetting that, 4:50 at Lingfield starts the ball rolling as well tomorrow with Swiss Pride, Opportunity Knocks. I've loved it. I hope you've loved it. If you have, give us that thumbs up. You can't beat it. I love it. You love it. The bookies hate it. And who cares? We just want to keep winning, keep having fun. I'll see you tomorrow at 6 on Friday night, and it's music night.